LMH.
My yes, okay. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I put that in the and let me make sure. Hey y'all, welcome, welcome. We got 3 shows that we're going to go over. Right now, I'm just making sure the caption, everything look good. Yep. And then I'm gonna update y'all a little bit, just a little bit of the YSL that's finally over.
It's about time.
Oh, cause that was a lot. All right, y'all. So we're gonna start with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm gonna play my synopsis and then we just gonna get into it. One second, y'all. One second. Back with another video of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am a viewer. So if y'all see something I'm missing or something that I need to put in, go ahead and put it below in the comments. Now, when it comes to Destiny and Martell, it's flirty vibes. Like when they were at her shop and she was explaining about the candles and the body butter and all this other stuff that she got. That's the first thing. They talking on the low to me.
They give. Okay, they supposedly had known each other for years, since high school.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't come around until like seasons later. Like Melody never knew of her when they were introduced by LeBear and by LeBear, who she was married to. Him and Martell grew up as little kids. So this storyline that they grew up, that in high school, it has to be a lie.
And so that's what must be what they're trying to portray, and it's not coming off that way. It's coming off more flirty to me.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Because
Cause
they seem like they're trying to be like they know each other, they know we know, and she always be looking at him like I know you, like they trying to give that, but it's like I don't know, it's just a little past that.
She claimed that Melody X dated Melody X mom, her ex mom in law dated Destiny's dad.
Mm.
That's in my opinion, that's the lie.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he has made statements like her son could be his son, and she's never been like, look, don't do that. She's never stopped him.
Right.
He was doing a photo shoot, and he asked her to rub oil on her, on him, but she didn't do it. But yeah, they are flirty to just be brother and sister.
And that ain't none of the people that I call brothers don't ever ask me to do nothing like that.
Right.
Talking about some rub something.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get on here. Like, what do you mean? Rub something on you.
Okay.
And then when at the end, when they had the whole conversation, or was this when they were still in her like warehouse or shop, whatever it was at?
The storage.
Yeah, the storage place. She was like, he was talking about how nobody called him during the incident. This might be outside. And she was like, I did though. I did. Sit back. Nobody's talking about you. It's like I don't know. I just the dynamic just seemed real.
Well, first of all,
what's something that's going on?
the boy was convicted.
Mm-hmm.
Not only was he convicted, he violated it. He appealed it, and they were supposed to go to court allegedly December 2nd, and it's been postponed back to February. So he does these court cases, and he either does not have an attorney. It's always something. They always postponing it.
So allegedly, all this all happened.
Allegedly, yes, it happened.
Okay.
Allegedly, he admitted it on 2 different talk shows. Allegedly, his whatever you call the girl that he was with or is with, she admitted to watching it with her sister.
That's sick.
It is sick.
That's weird. Okay. Let's keep going.
Now, what tripped me out on this show? Okay, Maurice was arrested for driving drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody taking it serious.
They are kind of like watering it down. And honestly, the only person that I think that was really trying to get the real story was Melody. Because the other ones is kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's good. Y'all are all right. All right, well, like Tisha was like, I will arrest you. Mom, what's that?
I don't know.
I don't know if you're moving something. But I remember when Tish was like, I don't know. I would rather hear that, he's in jail, that Marceau's in jail, than rather than Marceau is not here anymore. But it's like, it's still an issue that you're there. And then allegedly he was at Black the next day getting lit.
He was at Black the next day instead of going home.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother, Marceau, said, man, you got the same clothes on. So he didn't even go to check in on his wife.
From the mugshot?
Yes. So allegedly they were all drinking at the spot.
Black.
He went, he left, everybody separated, but they said he got arrested during the day. So that means you was out all that time.
Right.
But I mean, on previous reunions, Martell was going to talk about how Maurice doesn't come home until like 4:00 in the morning, and Kimmy was like, "No, we're not going to talk about that." So allegedly, in my opinion, she's aware that he's out.
Mm-hmm.
In the interview, she said she don't like it, but in a nutshell, it's like, well, I just got to accept it. It's pretty much what she said.
But she don't seem like the type that, I don't know. Kimmy give me, I'm going to stick beside him.
Yeah, Kimmy is.
And it's like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with sticking beside your husband, but it's like, you can't let him run you over to where you look crazy. Like, I think there's a line to that. Like,
well,
I just think it's a thin line. It's a thin line because she just be looking like he can just do whatever. And I feel like nobody should be able to do that on either side. Like, yeah, like man-woman thing. It's just like a...
Yeah, well, in my opinion, she's become I call her a Scotford wife, like the Stepford wives. They just like robotic, and everything is about their man.
Robotic was a good word.
Kimmy used to be a voice of reason, but they wore her down. Her husband and his side of the family has worn her down. But at the same time, it's alleged that her husband told her, "You act like you don't want to be led." And she was like, "I most definitely want to be led." It was also alleged that he told her, "I can't move into your house."
Let's talk about that. Do you give her the comfortability and the trust for her to lead you? Because you're not God, so we're not just leading you. We follow God blindly. We ask questions when it comes to y'all.
Right.
So that's the difference. People be thinking you just finna just, okay. No, what's that? And why is that? Like, no, we finna be asking questions. Like, if we finna go biblical, let's go all the way.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do follow their husbands blindly.
Absolutely not.
It's
That
like,
is
no, it's, I mean, it's, you know, you got to be, in order to be submissive, so called, you have to be a proven leader.
hello.
You got to be a proven protector.
Hello.
Like the Bible said, you're supposed to love your wife as Christ loved the church and gave his life for it.
Mm.
So if you have those traits and you know, I I feel comfortable, you know, I'm not second guessing. Not saying that everything is perfect, but there's some things that are gonna have to be perfect. Like
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be second guessing. I shouldn't be wondering. I should be feeling comfortable and loved and secure and all those things. But some people just they do follow their spouses and even their boyfriends just blindly just because they're male.
I don't think that's the smart thing to do. Smart thing to do. I just don't like.
I
I
don't
think
think it
it's
is either.
okay.
I think
And then my thing is, I will question it that you will even have an issue with me asking too. Because like, if this
what
is something that involves both of us, you should have every right to ask me, okay, why is it that you want to do this or you want to do that?
right.
Like, I don't know. It's this thin lines though. It's just thin lines when it comes to this
Well,
stuff.
I think you can ask, but I think if somebody has something fixed in their mind that
Mm-hmm.
they're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
and you've just went along with it, even though you don't like it, they're
Mm-hmm.
going to just continue to do it. Like they say, you teach people how to treat you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you can have a complaint about something, like she said, she doesn't like him going out,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no consequences for him to want to stay home.
That's true.
Or you know, I mean, in my opinion, he's too old to still be out there. But I mean, that's him. That's what she chose.
That's her pick.
But he also told her allegedly, I can't move into your home unless you put my name on your deed.
I can't move into your home
That was paid for allegedly.
unless you put my name with no contribution on the deed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Also allegedly, she was a nurse. She was like in a managerial position. I mean, she was very financially set.
Stable.
Probably still is. Paid cash for her son to go through college allegedly. She was on the ball making excellent decisions. He wanted her to go into real estate. She bucked up against it. Next thing you know, she leaves the nursing facility, position.
But let's talk about that though. I have a problem with that. Because it's like, how can you meet somebody, find them in a space where they're kind of they're happy where they're at,
Mm-hmm.
and then now that I'm in this marriage, I have to now change my happiness to make you feel comfortable. I don't like that.
And she was definitely happy.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, this life not just for you. I'm not in this marriage just for you. Like, this has to be beneficial to me as well. Like, you might have seasons where, okay, I gotta pull up to the side, but even that got a limit for me. I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out to Tabitha Brown, but that got a limit for me. Like,
I guess it would depend on the person. I mean, if
my
you,
life. That's crazy work.
huh?
I said, I'm not pausing my life, and I wouldn't even want nobody who will watch me do that.
Well, no, he wanted her to completely change it. And
That's
like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying. Like, he watched her be in his happy space and watched her whole entire kind of like aura or whatever
mm,
differ now that she's in this space. Because she looks like on mute.
yeah, she's definitely on mute when it comes to him. Um, they were supposedly, her husband and his family was supposedly allegedly building this manor, and they wanted everybody in the family to live in this like subdivision or whatever. She bucked up against that too. Well, I mean, it's never been built.
Mm-hmm.
Still sitting there as a bunch of rocks. Um, But who's to say that eventually she wouldn't have took a unit if they had built it?
She
Listening
probably
to
would have
him,
done it.
I believe she would have too. And the sad part is when she switched from being into the nursing field to go into real estate, she missed getting her mammogram and ultimately found out that she had breast cancer. Now, fast forward, she went through her treatments, which they really didn't show her whole,
Like
transitioning or whatever. But, she rung the bell, which was like, it wasn't on the show, it was on social media. But the most pathetic part about it was here she is going through radiation, chemo, and all of this. And his main concern was having sex or X, I'm sorry. He actually said that she was good to roll over, suffer through it, because that was her supporting him as he supported her.
how selfish can you be?
Not only that, he moved his son in the house, and she had to take care. She had to be the parent. She had to be a single parent to his son, plus cook and clean. Out of 7 days, you mean to tell me? And you want to still feel like yourself, but out of 7 days, you can't say, baby, 5 of them days I'm gonna have somebody come cook and clean. Don't worry about my son. I got him. You rest up. But it was none of that.
It's his life, and she's just along for the ride. That's the type of marriage I hope would never find me.
I know that's right.
Because that's crazy work. That's crazy work. Like, I know you love somebody, but oh my gosh, to the detriment of you gonna stop everything of what you want to do?
Yep. But I mean, I like how you said that she's just going along for the ride.
And then with Kimmy being in that gym trying to be all modest, I'm like, Melody, no, get to the T. Let us elaborate.
But that's what they don't do. They're so busy being in they've skated through this whole show in Melly and Martell's business. But when she asked that question, now it's a problem. Because she made the comment, I know she wanted me to get over there for my help, but it was really about the tea. But on the show, Melody gave her a party to celebrate, her ringing the bell. Kimmy has admitted that, she's brought food, she's given her resources. I mean, she's really acted as a friend. But as a producer too, Melody got to put that hat on, and she got to have them conversations.
Yeah. She's forced to have them over and over and over and over again from everybody.
Yeah. Got to have them conversations. But Kimmy was like, what she say? I can't answer it or something, or it's public record.
She so Melody, and then she didn't even let her finish. She said, "Oh, he's good." No, let her finish. Let her elaborate. Like she was ready for the answer. She was ready to, And then at the end, Destiny, she's talking about, ain't nobody helping me. You brought it up.
Wait a minute, she said, no, ain't nobody doing what?
Helping me stop the argument between Marceau and Martell, but you brought it up.
Yeah.
She's talking about what's her name? Linnell, the oldest one.
Linnell.
She's talking about Linnell and them on mute. Them two, they don't even want to get involved. Them, the boy that she's talking to, that's Nell's son. Talking about poor guy, he don't know what's going on. Like, you brought all this up.
Well, the reason why they are mute is the reason why they always have been on mute. I think their hatred and jealousy for Melody supersedes any type of common sense or, emotional care, because they've all known about this tape, in my opinion. In fact, I believe they all seen the tape, in my opinion.
They probably did.
Marceau even went on live, allegedly, they said, and said he knew about the tape years ago. So I don't know if he's trying to put the cart before the horse or, because again, Martell was convicted and he asked for a jury trial, which means they're going to call in witnesses, in my opinion. But Marshall's wife, Tisha, the lady who brought everything out about the videotape, Tisha brought her to Melody's tea party. So people that was watching the show was like, "Who is this lady?" They found out that she knew Martell's girlfriend. Forced her to tell how she knew the girlfriend, and in that, she tells how the girl told her that Martell was upset with her, and he wanted her to doctor up this tape with Melody pleasing her husband, but she wanted to doctor it up so the man is a different man. So
real messy. And the last thing I wanted to talk about on this was Marcel was very much guilty, and that's not alleged because I'm gonna tell you why. He was so focused on the $20,000, he did not deny that he slept with 20 women. Did anybody think that?
The 50,000, he
never denied it. He kept talking about the money.
When Martell first came out and said it ain't like y'all slept with 20 women, they never denied it. Tisha kept asking her husband. All he would say was like, "I'm not going to answer it." He just gaslight her. So basically what she did was turn to her anger towards Melody.
Yeah, I can see that.
Another reason, allegedly, Marceau, his brother Maurice, and another guy that was briefly on the show, they all went and got vasectomies. Men don't just go and get vasectomies. They would rather have their wives, instead of them doing it. But they did it.
Wow, work. Wow.
Plus, Martell does have, even his girlfriend came out on social media. On one of the reunions, Carlos asked them, "Have they ever been to Atlanta with this girl?" Maurice said no. Marceau said, "Yes, we did, and you was even there." And then he showed the picture of all of them in Atlanta.
Yeah, so you're a liar. You're a bold-faced liar. Just like he was focused on that money. Because I peeped, I'm like, are you ever going to deny it? Or you just going to keep talking about this money? Like,
he's never flat out denied it. It's always been, "Don't ask me that. I don't," it's never been no.
All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and move on. Move over to the right. What's next, sisters? Child Love Marriage Huntsville is just messy.
It is.
Okay, y'all. We are back with sisters. I know. Just bear with us while we get through this. Okay. Now, Penelope all of a sudden want to act like Suge Knight. Good night. Because I don't know who she thinks she is.
I don't either. I mean, all this slapping everybody and,
Real drama.
And she still act like she still got some feelings for Gary, because he upset that Andy.
About it.
Right, she upset that Andy is there.
Yeah.
Me, if I had lost my child due to something like him, all of that feelings would have went out the window. I wouldn't have cared who the next person was.
That's what I'm saying. Forget the girl. All the stuff he's done to you, and you still want this man. Like something got to be wrong. Something's missing.
Yeah, it's something that's going on with her because, like when she walked in on him with Andy's underwear, and she still went
You
home with him.
still stayed with him. Like that's you watch that.
Yep.
Ugh, real nasty. And then Danny with the therapist. Now she needed a therapist because she was so focused on the location.
I don't know. I think she's kind of like taking her time with Danny because Danny needs a lot of help. You know, she needs a lot of talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the lady got the time. I mean, what therapist comes to your home? You normally go to their office, but
Talking about you have to scan appointments. You can't just pop up like when they start doing that.
that's what I'm saying.
But then that's the next thing I said. Penelope is a clown for still being jealous over Gary. I truly believe this girl will rather be with him. Like if Andy was out the picture, she would probably still try to work it out with him.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. That's oh Lord,
Yes,
couldn't do it.
that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta set yourself some standards somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Zach was like, "We going to jail," Fatima talking about, I know that took me out. I ain't gonna hold you. That took me out because I think it's Fatima being more nervous for Andy than herself.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where that's coming from. I don't think it's necessarily her. And then Gary partner, I don't know. I don't know what his position is. I don't know if he like trying to backdoor Gary or what.
Cause see, my thinking was he's the one that did it.
You think
A
I
deal
think
a
it's
deal gone wrong.
Mm-hmm. And so he tried to take him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing that so many people hate him, it's like, ain't nobody won't nobody will be looking at me.
Yeah.
But then Penelope brother accused her of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
At
she
the very.
supposedly blacked out, had blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she was like, so that mean I did it? Like, what you mean? So that mean you did it?
Right.
How did you not know? And I'm not trying to buy the story that she blacked out because she's very aware now. She's very much aware. The Karen and Sabrina, I understand her wanting to focus on herself, but I think when the kids get a certain age, she shouldn't just shut it out completely. Even if it's once a month,
Well, as far as dating,
yeah.
probably right now she's just not thinking about it because she has a lot on her plate right now. But I'm pretty sure in the future
she gonna get up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just think that's a right now.
That's a right now opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm with Fatima. I feel like I can't tell if Robin is for them or against them. But Hayden is definitely on my list. Like I honestly think Hayden is the person who did it because he was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
And he was nervous. So I don't know.
I kind of think that's obvious though.
Yeah, but his part in him has died down. So it'll kind of make you, get your eye off Hayden and focus on Fatima and them. So I don't know. And then Danny at the airport, all the coworkers, and ain't that how coworkers act?
Yep.
They see some stuff and they like,
Yeah.
And he not even trying to make it like not obvious. Like he all behind the counter. He can fully talk to her over the counter.
I know.
Like he's always always up over her.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all trying at this point.
But I mean, this is the first time that they've shown that though. Another coworker kind of looking like, I know y'all got something going on.
And Andy, you need to stop explaining to Penelope at this point because Penelope pissing me off. And then
Okay.
you take too long to get to the point. So like I'm over this whole little dynamic. Her and Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Gary, it's like, did he really lose his memory or is he playing the role?
I think he playing a role.
Cause I need a doctor's. I need a what's it called? Diagnosis. Not
Well, I
diagnosis.
mean,
Diagnosis.
that doctor is whack because how you gonna just accept this man telling you that I'm his power of attorney? What paperwork did he show?
I picked that too.
They all in the hallway. I'm his POA. Oh, okay.
And then affirmative action. Let's talk about it. The comment she made.
Mm-hmm.
The comeback of affirmative action didn't hit as much as it should have. She should have said, no, that's probably the reason why you're here. Because it helped you out and your kind out more than it helped me. That's what I really wanted her to say. But I guess it was cute. It was cute. Because as we know, the Asian community tried to pull that and they're still having difficulty getting into the top 10%, but guess who's not? Okay, let's move on. Anything else? Oh, that was actually my last thing.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty much it for Sisters with me. Sisters has been like a disappointment. It's
highly disappointed. I'm trying.
Karen is still like what 2 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't felt the babies.
She's probably not gonna have that baby until 2 more seasons.
And then Sabrina meets Karen meets Sabrina at the juice place with all her documentation to get a loan.
Instead of going to the bank.
Don't Karen have a whole office with a door?
And she got a whole bank.
She pulls out the laptop, telling me, "Come on, we can see what we find."
She's talking about to go ahead, work, Brina.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of Tyler Perry. Sick of Tyler Perry. But yeah, that pretty much was all that happened that episode.
Yeah.
We trying to pull from it. They making it hard, but we trying to pull.
I know.
Okay, so the last one we're doing, the second to last, we're doing. I'm doing a little snippet of YSL just to catch y'all up if y'all haven't really been paying attention to the end. Married to Medicine. So,
did you drop your link just in case some people want to come up and give their opinion?
No, let me do that. Let me drop the link in the chat. I might have to turn it. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. So if y'all want to join, go ahead, hit the link. Okay, so Married to Medicine. This is Quad's birthday. She goes to Simone first, I believe. And there was a cute little moment. And then she went to Contessa's house, which I love because Sweet Tea was just sitting there so salty. And I don't really dislike Sweet Tea. I just don't like the fact that she throw rocks and hide her hand and then want some sympathy. I don't like that. That's the only thing I really don't like about her. But other than that, I think she's good for TV. I think she can grow into it.
Yeah, I think so
she's not giving like the dentist. Like she gives me something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can see her being on there, but that took me out. And then she pulled up in the Rolls Royce. And that's the thing about them TV shows. Like you gotta have one of those because that's what they want to highlight in the episodes. But I thought that was very interesting. I thought it was nice of Quad to introduce them to her boyfriend, considering how they treated her last relationship. I thought that was nice.
They upset because it's been like a year.
Take it or leave it. And I like that she just be in her own world regardless. I love that for her. I really do. A lot of people say that she paid for this man, but I don't think she paid for him. I think Quad would show up single rather than paying for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. I'm trying to see what else happened during this time. Hold on, y'all. I do content every day. Let me see what I said. Yeah, I lost my notes. Y'all. I lost my notes. Stay with me. Let me see. This wasn't the one with Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly got into it. That was last episode, right? Oh, what I will say, Sweet Tea and her relationship with Dr. Greg, it's starting to look like a father-daughter to me. And then I think what made me think that was the last episode they asked her about Freak Meat. And they asked Greg if she'd seen Sweet Tea at Freak Meat, would you give her number? And I'm thinking, I hope not, because she would have been underage. But I don't know. The first season, it was like okay, I can kind of see it, but now that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving for me. That's just me,
though. I don't know. Heavenly's husband is kind of being for the mess. Now, it used to be where, like, when the ladies would get into it, the men would go their separate ways. Mm-hmm. But now Daddy is getting in the mix because he's upset that Dr. Gregory won't come out and say that he's not a cheater.
Do you think it's more so that or the patience? Because I didn't know about the patience until he broke that down. Because I think he cares more about his money than the drama.
I think it's a little bit of more, but I do think it's about the cheating. Mm-hmm. He wants to be clear, that he's not a cheater.
Yeah, to the audience. He's like, you're my friend. But when he brought up the patient thing, and we know that he cared more about that, to me, I feel like that's what it was. And then that kind of just took it over. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Because I didn't know they were having like patient problems when he was sending patients over to him and he would take care of him, but then he stopped.
No, I didn't. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, instead of just communicating that I can't do this on my insurance change or whatever the case was, he never really said nothing. He just stopped. So that was interesting. Now with Simone, I feel like she needs to tread lightly with Simone because Simone's still justifying her messed up actions, like her best friend Jackie. I ain't gonna get on her, I'm leave her alone. But Simone, she's still like justifying the fact that it was okay for her to speak on that incident the way she did in great detail, even though Quad was mouthing the word "stop, please stop." Mm-hmm. We all seen this in 4K, and you kept going, and she felt like she had to get this stuff in order to prove her point. You really didn't have to.
But you know what? That's classic Simone. She got to get it out, and she got to be loud with it.
Yes. Because she was like hyperventilating. Like, this happened at her house. Like, this not a joke. And that's why I said, like, y'all have y'all nerve to want Quad to, like, share so much with y'all. But the way y'all handle the things that she gives to y'all is not of a friend. And that's probably why she gave the sister circle so much compliment. Because y'all don't do that. Y'all downplay domestic violence to save a black man, even though he was doing it to a black woman. But y'all want her to,
Yeah, they are salty about that, and I understand that too. The issue is the issue. The violence is the issue. Yeah. You can't just say because he's a black man, we ought to cover him, and he faced no consequences. Allegedly, in my opinion, because she never pressed charges or anything. So that's all we can say. But I can understand her being upset. I definitely understand that.
That's why I'm like, that's why I say she was nice to show them her boyfriend. And I'm pretty sure she was trying to keep her coin on the show, which ain't bad. Mm-hmm. But like, no, the way y'all handle her previous situations, it's like she's gonna be cautious. She's not gonna call y'all and tell y'all like she's probably gonna wait to see, how it is. Like, and they just act so delusional. Like they don't know what she's talking about. Like, why just be coming up with this stuff. And then Toya tried to compare Quad not inviting T to Napa. Absolutely not. Y'all
I
brought
know.
that kidnapper, and then y'all told her to leave when y'all should have invited her. Period. Just like Quad did. Quad didn't invite Sweet Tea. That's what y'all should have done. So for Toya to be like, nah, because she's trying to put a damper or trying to like lower the backlash. They got heavy backlash for the way they treated Quad. Down. So I think she's trying to like lessen the impact by trying to compare the two, and it's not the same. It's not the same. And I see Toya is trying to be friendly with Quad too, because people was eating her up in the comments too about Quad. Always have a Quad name in her mouth, but she could not get off Quad. She could not let her go when they was watching them episodes. And Quad wasn't even there a lot of the time.
Quad is a fan favorite.
Yes. So it's like, you know, get up off her. Get up off her. But, yeah, I'm happy Contessa back. The only reason why I'm happy that Phaedra is here is because of the ex-husband. It's very messy, but they could have brought the 4 couple to Real Housewives of Atlanta because these girls are still fanned out. They're not gonna give us what we need from Real Housewives.
I don't think her husband. Hopefully, this is like the last. Like this is the last that we're going to see of Phaedra. She had to, finish out. The same thing with her husband, because the premise is married to medicine.
And what her ex-husband do?
I don't know what he does.
Like
Now I know Quad. I don't know what Quad's new boyfriend do. I don't know if it's medicine related. I can't remember. But she's kind of like grandfathered into the show.
Before I forget, I gotta get some more tea on this, and I'll when we come back next Thursday, I'll have a lot more detail on it. But allegedly, the cast tried to get Quad off this season. Allegedly, and this is all from Dr. Heavenly, of course. She gonna tell everybody, she ain't nobody around, which we love because we want another team. Allegedly, they tried to get Quad off the show. Allegedly, Dr. Jackie told Dr. Heavenly. Nobody else told Dr. Heavenly because they felt like Dr. Heavenly was going to tell Quad. So the only reason why Dr. Heavenly know is because Dr. Jackie, and they had a meeting with the higher ups to try to get Quad off. But Heavenly, when she found out, because she got connections too, that's why she able to still talk mess on this show and still get away with it. She called them up and was like, "No, don't do that. Don't do that to Quad. Quad deserves to be on here." She spoke up for her. And that's why Quad's still on the show. Now, I'm gonna actually watch the full thing for y'all, and I'm gonna get, in depth and more detail. But that's the synopsis, y'all. They tried to get her off the show. Dr. Jackie told Heavenly. So you get a 1.5 for that, Dr. Jackie. For trying to save Quad. But that's messy work. Messy work.
They really need Quad on that show because she brings an
That's like when Carlos King and Dr. Heavenly for like 5 episodes was like, we don't need Quad, this and that. They came back together on Messy Mondays on like the 6-1, and Dr. Heavenly, the first thing she said was, we need Quad back.
Yep.
Like, we need her back because it was real bad. And I think that's because she was talking about the kids going to the dentist. I think that's what made her really say that statement. She said, 20 kids went to the dentist.
Right. Simone and them bought the sons an apartment or something.
I'm so sick of that apartment. We heard about that apartment so much. So yeah, they definitely need Quad. Quad is definitely gonna give the show what they need. But I'm definitely gonna watch and get more in tune because Quad actually joined the live, so I want to know how she felt about that too. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some more of that.
I'm pretty sure she co-signed. Yes, y'all need me.
Cool.
Quad. I'm pretty sure she co-signed the fact that she's needed on the show.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, y'all. The last thing I want to do is give y'all a quick YSL synopsis. As y'all know, it started with 8 of them. and then it gone down to two. Young Thug, who they was trying to pin all of this RICO stuff on, ended up getting a really good plea deal. The rest of them got a good plea deal, and it was two left, right? It was Steel Will and Yak. So one of the people, Steel Will, he got guilty on all charges, right? Not guilty on all charges. The other one had not guilty on all charges but one. It was a gun charge as a felon. So legally, you're supposed to give whatever the state wants to give. It's called a something note, right? So the state was like, we want to give him 10 years, right? So you have to give him 10 years. But if you're a judge, you can do whatever you want. Long story short, you don't have to listen to what they have to do. So that's pretty much what happened. The state wanted to give him 10 years to serve. She said, okay, is there anything else? They said, nope, that's it. She said, okay, I'm going to give you 2. And on top of that, too, I'm going to go ahead and give you time served. So he's good to go. He can leave. They really tried it. I'm trying to see what else. She made like a little joke because the state got more cases after this. She was like, they probably going to have to regroup and get themselves together for the next trial. The jurors are now speaking out. Some of the jurors said that they never cared about the lyrics, so that was never a factor. And then what hurt the prosecution is that, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the last day they wore black and red. So the jurors was like, that's a slap in the face, seeing how y'all stayed on their colors throughout trial. So is it that y'all can wear certain colors together and they can't? So that kind of bit them in the foot. Mm-hmm. And they said that if Young Thug would have stayed to trial, they would have gave him a not guilty verdict. It was only one person, but they ended up convincing him. So everybody would have been out, long story short. And the jury was right where we was at. But they said they didn't watch none of it, of course, because they've been watching it for 8 hours in real time. But yeah, they felt the same way everybody else felt, which is crazy to hear finally now that it's over. But yeah, so he's told. The judge was like, go home. She's sick of it, she's tired of it. She was smiling, she was good, she was happy. It was over with.
Mm-hmm. That was a long trial. I mean, people probably lost their jobs behind that, or you're not getting paid because you only get so much time off.
No, they were getting $25 a day for 2 years. And then tries to argue with one juror to stay, because she was like, I got a new job, that's how to stay, and I gotta go. I've been here for 1.5 years, and it's time for me to go. And the judge was like, well, we'll see what the case is. Like, that's how strict it is when you a juror. But yeah, the juror was right. It was right on point with everybody was thinking. So that was refreshing to hear. But yeah, all of them got good plea deals. The one who pleaded out not guilty, the other one got time served. So I mean, it worked out in everybody's favor instead of the state. I know Fannie Willis is having a ball right now, but yeah, y'all, that's it. I'm here every Thursday, y'all, when we go through TV shows. If there's a TV show that's out there and you like, look, I want to hear your commentary on that, drop it in the comments. If you're rewatching this, I want you to type in replay game so I know that y'all here. Yeah, and see y'all next Thursday. And come up in a panel. I want some more people, in a panel to talk, so we can all chop it up. Because I want to hear difference of opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I think that's what makes it better. But yeah, that's it. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just a free way to support the channel is to comment, good or bad, just be respectful, to like, share, and just continue to come on back. We welcome all point of views. We may have missed some stuff. We may be way off the mark. You may agree. Just let us know. It's free, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely. And see y'all same time next week, Central Time, every Thursday, 6 p.m., y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.